I know what it's like to have ADHD. I have ADHD. Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Teresa, and this is the Bimbo Book Club. In today's video, I wanted to give you my top 5 tips for managing ADHD as an adult content creator. To begin with, I watched a TED Talk. I will try to link it below if I am able to find it, where the speaker said that people with ADHD are 300 times more likely to start a business. And being a content creator is great because it has very low overhead, especially when it comes to like OnlyFans. You don't have to spend any money to make any money. Realistically, you already have your phone. Unless you want to invest in like an editing software or something, you can get started on OnlyFans with just your camera phone and a good light source. Another thing that I love about being a content creator as somebody that has ADHD is it's very creative, and I'm able to, I don't want to say express myself, but it's always different. I'm always having to come up with something that's either on trend when it comes to like TikTok, or I'm trying to better my skills, and it's something I can really immerse myself in, like the ultimate hyperfixation, because there's always something new. Social media is always going so fast. It keeps my attention. There's always something new going on, and the work is constantly changing. So I don't feel like I get bored. Another thing that is both a blessing and a curse is that you get to make your own schedule. One thing that is great for people that are neurodivergent is being on a schedule, but also it's hard to force yourself to give your all 24/7. And I know that that's something that I struggled with when I was working regular jobs, working for other people, is sometimes I would come into work like gung-ho, ready to do anything you told me to do. And there were other days where I called into work just because I didn't want to go in. Sorry. So that's one thing that I also really like about content creation is I don't feel as if I'm letting anyone down, because I am my own boss, and so I have to be responsible and I have to hold myself accountable. So I think that that has also given me a greater sense of responsibility. I feel as if I am more disciplined now. It's taken me a long time to get here because of my ADHD, and I was undiagnosed for so long. It's something that I had been suspicious of since the time I was like 17. Like once I was in psychology class and I learned about ADHD and I knew what it was, and I had siblings that had it as well, so I kind of always had figured that if I had it, someone would tell me. That is not the case. Leave a comment down below if you're interested in hearing. I was thinking about telling some funny stories about things that I've done in my childhood that were surefire signs that I had ADHD, and no one thought to get those things checked out. So leave a comment down below if you're interested in seeing a video like that. I think it would be kind of funny. To begin with, I have this monthly calendar. It is color coordinated. So if you look right here, the red is gonna be bills that I have due. The green is gonna be my content creation schedule. The black is gonna be my cleaning schedule, and blue is like appointments that I have. And then I also have in purple my rest days already scheduled out for me. So this is my monthly schedule. I also have like 3 different versions of this in my work notebook as well. If you want me to go over what I have in these work notebooks, just leave a comment down below. It's mostly just where I write down all of my content creation schedules, my ideas, my scripts, anything else that has to do with work. And then I have a journal where I write down like my thoughts and feelings, but this is all of my work stuff. So I have my content creation schedule, if you can see that, and it tells me the date and what I'm doing on that day. The only thing is that I didn't have my OnlyFans content scheduled in here with numbers. I think numbers is the main thing that you need to focus on if you have ADHD. See, what I did here, I counted how many days were in between on my calendar, so I knew how many posts I needed to make. See, so I have 14 nude photos per week, 14 nude videos per week, 2 profile posts per day, and 1 advertisement per day. So for example, this first upload that I will be doing this weekend, I'll need to do a full week's worth of content because I'm uploading it that day. But the next time I'm filming content, I'll only need to do half as much because I'll be recording content twice before I need to upload. But I think that that's the trick, is knowing the number of how many things that you need to upload and on what date. So then once I was able to figure out what I needed to upload for OnlyFans, then I redid that schedule, but including the number for how many OnlyFans posts I need to produce as well. So for example, it says on August 8th, I need to film 9 TikToks, take 1 Instagram picture, and it has the date that I want to post it. I need to take 14 nude photos. I need to take 14 nude videos. I need to take 3 ad photos, and I need to take 6 photos for my profile on OnlyFans if I want to post twice a day, which I haven't been doing. I know I said in the past that I was posting like 4 times a day. I've made some shifts that feel more aligned with the content that I want to create. And last of all, this isn't for OnlyFans. This is actually my YouTube schedule. See, so I have 3 different columns here: the day I'm going to film, the day I'm going to edit, and the day I'm going to post that video. So having these monthly note sheets has been a lifesaver for me, and just keeping everything straight, keeping everything on track. I think just being aware of when and how many posts that you need is going to save you so much time, especially if you're either on meds or if you're just hyperfixating on creating content. Similarly to creating a monthly planner, I also created a daily and weekly task sheets, which I created myself using my Canva account. I know you can buy planners, but one thing that I found with my ADHD is that just adds an extra task that I need to get done. One night while I was procrastinating, creating content, I made these task sheets. I think that if you are creative, you might want to try this out because I found that it helps me tremendously. So let's just take a look at my daily tasks. I wish I had a better way to show this. So here on my daily task sheet, you can see it has the date, it has what bills I have due. Fortunately, I have no bills due today. I usually write in the sun and the moon for the date, and then I know that every day I have to post at least 10 Instagram stories. I know I need to post at least 1 TikTok, and you can't really see here, but that box is black because that's the bare minimum that I need to post is 1 TikTok per day. And then I have 2 little gray ones, and that's the optimum number of TikToks for me to post in a day. I have my Twitter ad that I need to check off, my Reddit ad that I need to check off, my OnlyFans post, and then I also have read 30 minutes and exercise 30 minutes because those are things that are important to me. And I know I've mentioned in a past video about the spreadsheets that I do. So at the bottom it says update spreadsheets, but I do that at the end of the night. So obviously that's not checked off yet. It has things that I have to do every day. I think that this is nice just because it gives me something to check off. It is nice when I'm having a bad day and I just want to check one thing off the list. So these are going to be my chores, like brush my teeth in the morning, take a shower, do my skincare routine, make my bed, feed my dog, do the dishes, which I don't do every day. That's a goal for me. That's why it's on this, but I don't do the dishes every day. And then brush my teeth at night and then put in my Invisalign every night. So throughout the day, I'll be checking these off. And then also at the bottom, I have 5 little boxes. Obviously you can see I wrote in an extra one, but that's where I can write down what else I need to do. Those are gonna be some empty lines. This is my second version of this. Actually, it might be my third. This is the third version. I've been using this for about a month now. And then you can check, this is gonna be the weekly task sheet. So these are gonna have the dates of the week that I'm posting. I actually need to update this still. I posted some more content and I just haven't gotten to this yet. So it's gonna have how many grid posts I wanna post on Instagram is 3 per week. Reels post, that's gonna be 5 per week. And then it's gonna be my YouTube videos. I haven't uploaded on Tuesday this week. Sorry guys, I messed up, but today is Friday. So I'm gonna hopefully have a video up today. I am done editing my videos from Iowa. I just need to tag on the intro and the outro. It has my OnlyFans content, and then every week I want to deposit $200 into my savings account just to save money. And then it has my weekly chores, so laundry, changing my sheets, doing my floors, cleaning the bathrooms, dusting, Windex, cleaning up my car, mowing, pulling weeds, and then I also have a miscellaneous home renovation project because I don't know if you know this, but that's kind of what I'm working on right now, is I am just sprucing up my house. My house it wasn't the most expensive house, and it probably still won't be the most expensive house once I'm done with it, but I'm just doing some upgrades, some renovations to it, and just making it more homey. And then at the bottom, I also have a little spot where I can write a paragraph of like how I did that week, because I don't get all of these tasks done every day. I don't think I've ever gotten all of my tasks done in one day. So I put this little area for me to write down how I'm feeling about myself that week and how I feel about my progress. It's just a good way to reflect. And then opposite of that, I have my grocery list. So you can see throughout the week, if I run out of something, I just write it down here and I can cross it out. I did get some white cranberry juice, so I can cross that off. And then as you can see on the other side of my daily tasks page, I have my daily schedule. I actually type this in my phone first so that I can change it around, kind of like what I do with the monthly calendar, how I do it on a dry erase board, and then I'll take a picture of it and it'll be the background on my phone. So I do kind of the same thing with my schedule. I'll type it into my phone so that I can rearrange things before I write it down in my planner. But this just kind of solidifies my plans for the day. And as I am checking things off on my daily task list, then I can also be looking at my schedule. I am off schedule today. I will say that it took me a minute to get out of bed this morning. So I was supposed to be editing the rest of my Friday video today. And that's another thing. I was going to do the intro and outro for my Iowa videos, and then I was going to edit them, and then I was going to film these 2 videos. But I ended up filming all of it all at once. It's 12:10. I'm supposed to be in the middle of filming my video, Invest in Your Business. I will link it above, but I've already recorded that video and I haven't edited the other videos I was supposed to because I need to post today, and I just went off on a tangent. But it's okay if you go off schedule, as long as you know what you need to get done. I think that's another thing, is just reinforcing things over and over. Like I said, not only do I have these written down as things I need to check off, I also have them written down on my schedule, and I also have them written down in my phone. And depending on what the task is, it might also be on the weekly task list as well. So I have constant physical reminders of what I'm supposed to be doing. And I think that that has really helped me stay organized as a content creator with ADHD. I know that there are some sites that help you make content creation calendars, but I wouldn't be able to check that every day unless you have like the app on your phone and it sends you notifications. And even then, I just turn my notifications off. I'm the worst. So I love having these physical reminders of what I need to get done. And even then, I'm still not perfect. I'm still working on these things. That I just got diagnosed last year. So I'm still learning how to deal with my ADHD. And this is just me giving you some tips. If you are also a content creator with ADHD and you're kind of having the same struggle that I was having before, was that I wasn't able to get all of the content that I needed to get done. And a good way to stay on that schedule is to set alarms. As many alarms as you possibly can, just set them. And even label them if you need to. I know that I have an alarm that goes off every single day at 7 p.m. because that's when I need to post. I don't like to have alarms set for every single time my schedule switches, because I have my schedule down to like about a 10-minute increment. So I don't have 10 minutes alarms going off, but you know, like this morning, I set an alarm for when I needed to start getting ready. I set an alarm for when I needed to start doing my makeup. I set an alarm for when I needed to start doing my hair. And then I set an alarm for when I was supposed to start recording. And even then, I wasn't quite ready yet. And then I even stopped and I cleaned up a little bit. My room was really messy and I probably should have scheduled for that, but it was also kind of nice because sometimes having things that you've been procrastinating and using them to procrastinate for something else that you've been procrastinating, you're still technically being productive. And that's how I justify it to myself in my mind. If you watched the video about investing in your business, basically this YouTube channel is turning into me justifying all of the decisions that I make so that I have proof in the future. If anyone ever says anything to me about something, I don't even know what I'm talking about. What would they say to me? Oh yeah. Basically, this channel is just turning into me justifying my actions which there really is no need for me to do, but I kind of enjoy it. I like to explain how my brain works, especially if it can help anybody else out there, because I know that I struggled with it for so long on my own, that if I can help anybody out there who wants to be a content creator, like I said, I've said it a million times, I am not the biggest content creator. I don't claim to be. I'm not trying to say that I'm whatever. I don't want people to think that I have this YouTube channel because people care what I think, people care what I say. Mostly this is just me talking to myself, and if you needed to hear it, I'm glad that you heard it here. Last but certainly not least, I talked about it in my video about how to make content creation easier for you, is batching content. This has been a lifesaver for me. Like I said before, either you might be hyperfixated or you might be on meds. Today, I actually took my meds, so if you don't think that I have ADHD, that's why. But I will be batching content today. I've already talked about that. I'm recording like 4 videos today, and then I'll be editing, and then I'll be creating TikToks, and I'll be doing tons of stuff today. So I chose to take medication. If you're on medication, great. If you're not on medication, great. Honestly, whatever works for you. Personally, I don't like the side effects of my medication, so I try to take it like once a week, which is why I batch my content. I will make a list, like I showed you before, of all of the content that I need to make on what day and what day it needs to be uploaded. So since I have that kind of master list, I'll be sure on those days that I have scheduled to create content that I will take my medication, because most other days when I'm not creating content, I'm left to my own devices. Like I said, I create my own schedule. I'm very fortunate that I get to kind of sit around and do whatever. Like if I'm editing, except for today, since I'm also filming, I normally won't take my medication if I'm editing. I probably wouldn't take my medication if I have appointments of some kind, unless it's something that I really needed to focus on for some reason. Like, I don't know, if I was going to see my accountant or something. So using your superpower of hyperfixation, or if you are taking medication, use that to batch your content. I swear to God, it will change your life. And having those numbers written down will make it so much easier, because you know exactly how much you need to get done. There's no like making content and then running out and being like, oh my God, I don't have something to post today, because you already have the bare minimum number written down and what date you're filming it and what day you're posting it. So even if, you know, maybe one day you get stuck in bed and you get paralyzed with indecision, I know what it's like to have ADHD. I have ADHD. I was supposed to do all of this filming yesterday and I didn't. So that's why we're doing it today. But I understand what that's like. The main thing you want to think about as somebody with ADHD is, one, being forgiving with yourself and being proactive, understanding how your brain works and using that to your advantage. That's the biggest piece of advice I can give to somebody who is trying to make it as a content creator but struggles with their ADHD. I understand why it looks so promising, and I understand that it can be hard, but these are some tips that are going to help you if you are also struggling with that the way I have in the past. If you found this content relatable, be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit the red subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you in the next one.